Hello, everyone. Hi. What's up? Hold on. Let me adjust my screen. There we go. Hi. Hello. Not a fan of the hair. Hold on. Let's tie this up. So wavy in the front today. Yeah. It'll do. Whoa. Ugh. Hi. Hi. Hello, everyone. Oh, let me actually move the chat over to this side. There we go. Yeah, now I can see all of y'all better. All right. Hi. Hello. What's up? Digging the fire in the background? Thank you. It was pretty hard to get the logs inside of the TV, but I did it. PD, do you enjoy wearing jewelry often? Yeah, I suppose. I have a piercing. I have another piercing. I have these two necklaces. I wear a ring now. I usually wear a watch when I go out. I'm not going out, so I don't have my watch. I like to... How do I phrase this? I like to cover as much of this as possible. So that means long sleeves. If I'm wearing... And I get tattoos so that... That's a better look. I get tattoos so that if I have to wear short sleeves, then my arms are still covered by my tattoos. And, yeah. Just want to not subject the world to as much of my skin as possible. PD, can I get your permission to make a video dedicated partly to you? Sure, Speeches. PD, how many tattoos do you have? I have one right here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have 7 now. You should make a video talking about your tattoos. I'll make a video talking about my tattoos when I finish my sleeve. My favorite tattoo, it's probably this one. It's in Korean. It says 아름다웠다. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. Aight. Luna come back in February? Of course. Of course Luna's coming back on my birthday month. Because what better birthday gift than Luna? Am I right? Is the one on the inside of your arm 17 related? Yeah, a lot of my tattoos are actually K-pop related. So this is a 17 gradient tattoo. So it depending on how you look at it, it goes from smaller to bigger. So from detailed to less detailed, or from bigger to smaller, less detailed to detailed. And then I have this tattoo of Sunmi. This is here. This one's big, so it's kind of. This is Sunmi's choreo from Heroin. And you can't see it because the black I need to get a touch up and get the black darkened more. And then we're going to put white ink. But then it says, the show must go on. It says the show. The other hand, it says must go on. And then we have a 공원소녀 Luna tattoo. So we have the Luna logo, which acts as a compass. It says GWSN. And then we have the orbit logo. So the design was basically putting the compass of the 공원소녀 logo on top of the sort of astrological pattern of the Luna orbit logo. PD, partly random, but what kind of positive thoughts do you have when you are in a slump or in a bad mood? Well, if I'm in a slump or a bad mood, I don't have positive thoughts. The show must go on. PD, we share a birthday month, February? Yes, my birthday is February. That's very creative, actually. Thank you very much. Did you hear about the Pledis merge? What are your thoughts? I will talk about it if it happens. It's not confirmed. Big Hit has admitted that they're in conversations, but it's not confirmed. PD, can I gift you a signed album of 공원소녀 Part 3? Actually, no. Not that I don't want you to, but... So if you see my little shelf over there, this is my special shelf. I actually have a custom signed album from 공원소녀. Look, it says 2PD, and they when I went to Korea and when I met them, they actually surprised me with this, which I wish I was filming at the time. And then they wrote me a little message right here. I'll read it for you guys. It says, "Oh no. OMG, he has legs." It says, "Hello, we are 공원소녀. We've been watching your videos since our debut. We're so glad to finally meet you. We'll always do our best. Thank you." It feels like a crime that you haven't reached to Red Velvet yet. So here's the thing. I actually did react to Red Velvet. I filmed it yesterday and I edited it yesterday, waiting for a sponsor to approve the video. If you guys want a preview of my reaction to Red Velvet Psycho, this is the image. This image is a screenshot from that reaction video. So yeah, this image right here, that's a preview of what you can expect. How do you feel about Momo and Hichar? I feel that it's none of my fucking business. I'm happy for them, but it's none of my business, and that's it. Hold on. It smells weird. Hold on. Dang it, I have to go. Well, thank you for joining us, Vaidehi. I actually knew someone named Vaidehi in high school. Thanks for joining us. PD, I'm in school for media/film, and you inspire me. Well, thank you. It smells weird and funky in here, so I'm just going to light an incense. I say I'm going to light an incense, and then I pull out a banana. Just dump in my... Look. All right. So let me show you something really cool about this incense. Whoop. We have to wait like I think 2 minutes, but I'll keep holding it. The drip on PD is despicable. They have a champion, long sleeve, chain, hair done nicely, ring on finger, straight stunting on viewers. Oh, I mean, hold on. If you want to see my legs, also wearing champion. I've recently I gotta start throwing I've got to start throwing away some clothes because I've owned like the same clothing for like the past, I don't know, 5 years, and it's like old and it's all scratchy, you know, and I'm dating somebody new, and you know, just in general, even just like my home clothes like this, I want to kind of wear soft, nice clothes. Also, I'm big, so in general, it's hard to find clothes that fit me. And I recently just found out that I fit really well in champion clothing. Donate them, don't throw it away. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Here, look. All right, look at this. Look at my incense burner. Hold on. Here, let me actually put it on top of something so it's easier to see. That's not easier. It's cool, right? Where'd you get that? Amazon! One sec, my alarm's going off. Just gonna put that off to the side. Hold on. PD, can you do opera? No. Turn off all alarms.
Okay. All your alarms have been turned off.
Guys, if you don't mind, it's breakfast / lunchtime for me, so I'm gonna be eating a bit while we do this stream. First of all, I've been living on this Kind bar, gluten-free, sustained energy from 100% whole grains. I think they're healthy. Oh shit! No, that was my timer. Hold on. That's what that was. I didn't want to forget about it on the stream. Gotta pour me a cup of Joe. I panicked because I didn't want the glass to break. I was just reheating my coffee on the stove. If you guys want some visual. What is that? This is Chemex. I make my own coffee. I brew my own coffee. What's on your mug? It was actually a gift from Desi. Desi gave this to me like a week or two ago. It says Expecto Patronus or Patronum. How's your day? It's 11 a.m. Day's just started. PD, what is the next reaction you will upload to YouTube? Guys, so it's been a long time coming. How is everything you do so cinematic? Because my life is a movie. If you guys want to know what we're uploading next, what we're going to be reacting to, I have finally created a schedule. All you have to do is go to tinyurl.com/FOT schedule. Here, I'll type it out for you guys. And this list is always going to be live and up to date. So it'll tell you guys times and what dates we're going to upload what. It's for both Patreon and for public releases as well. So you guys don't need to ask anymore. So you guys know what's on the list. Hold on. That's also partly why I wanted to do this stream, to promote our new schedule. So, right there, check it out. It's a Google Doc. It's always going to be up to date. So, I just want everyone to know, a little transparency on what's going on. All right. I'm going to do some eating. Hold on. PD, thoughts on lovelies? I like them. I got to take a flower shower. Bye. All right, bye. Make sure to use water, not just flour. I like the element of surprise to your reactions. Then don't look at the list if you want a surprise. As a fan of visual art, what are your thoughts on Connect BTS? Have you seen it? I think it's fascinating to connect art, music, and human experience. I've never heard of Connect BTS. I don't know what that is. What is it? Why did I not know you had a tattoo? I have 7, Violet. I'm working on a sleeve. Both sleeves. For the longest time, I only wanted one sleeve. I actually like the aesthetic of one sleeve better than 2 sleeves. And I still do. I personally like one sleeve over 2 sleeve. I think aesthetically that I kind of like the parallels. But ultimately, I'm getting 2 sleeves, so it's too late now, because originally I only wanted a sleeve on my left arm because I had this big thing, and then I have these tiny tattoos, and I want to start getting big things on this arm. But ultimately I had too much that I wanted to get tattooed, but I didn't want all on the same arm because aesthetically they didn't match, in my opinion. So that's why I'm doing 2 sleeves now. So my left arm, I call it my adventure arm or my memory arm. So everything on my left arm that I'm gonna get tattooed is tied to a specific memory. This 17 tattoo is when I saw 17 for the first time. I flew to Dallas on a whim because they didn't have an LA stop, and not only did I get to see 17 live, I didn't even, there was no guarantee because I bought my tickets from a reseller, and she was selling it at face value, which was even more suspicious. Like, she wasn't asking for any more money. So I bought it from a reseller, not knowing if this ticket's real or fake or not. So I go to Dallas. I get into the venue. Not only do I get into the concert, I'm seat number 1. Like, I'm the very first seat. Like, my seat number was number 1. Front row, number 1. Like, it was a random ticket. And I got seat number 1. And I was right in front of the stage. You know, I saw 17 for the first time. Seungkwan noticed, like, Seungkwan was, like, making weird faces at me, like, multiple times throughout the concert. Chong'an saw me, and Chong'an came over and waved at me. You know, I got to see, like, my favorite dream group live for the first time. So that's my adventure tattoo. And I haven't really gone on many crazy, noteworthy adventures since then. And one of my New Year's resolutions this year is to travel more for vacation, not for work. I traveled a lot last year, but it was all for work. And I fucking hated it. And I only want to travel for vacation this year. I mean, I'm going to travel for work if I have to, but I want to travel for vacation more. I haven't been on a vacation in like 3 years, 4 years, something like that. And I've kind of been going stir crazy. And I really need a vacation. This arm is just my artistic arm. So whatever artistic machinations I come up with, I want to put it on this arm. And specifically K-pop tattoos as well. So I have this Sunmi tattoo. But also I don't want to just get K-pop tattoos. I only want to get tattoos of groups that mean a lot to me and groups that I get to see and meet in person. And so we have like this connection. And so I saw Sunmi earlier this year in concert. I did a high touch with her. And you know, for me, Heroine was the best song of that year, aside from Icon's Love Scenario. And Sunmi was my first love. Like, she was the first, like, I'm Korean, so I'm not really a K-pop fan. And I've never really been a K-pop fan in that way. But Sunmi, like, I had the biggest crush on her growing up. And perhaps like all of the type of, I guess, Korean girls that I'm into are kind of like modeled a little bit after Sunmi. And so Sunmi was like my first. And so I remember initially when she left Wonder Girls, I was super depressed and sad. And I was just like, I was sad because I thought I would never see her again as an artist in my entire life. Not only did she come back, not only does she make some of my favorite music, Heroine, Siren, and Black Pearl are one of my favorite songs of just like all time. And she's an amazing artist. And so I got this tattooed. And then Kongwon Sonya and Luna are my two favorite girl groups of all time. The music is incredibly meaningful to me specifically. So, and you know, I met both of them as well. I got to spend a considerable amount of time with Kongwon Sonya. I've met Luna twice now, so yeah, I got Kongwon Sonya and Luna tattooed together. Will you react to Stray Kids? I didn't see them on the schedule. I don't think Stray Kids released anything new. Any good K-dramas you can recommend? I'm watching Hotel del Luna on Patreon right now, and it's really good. Do you watch anime? No. PD, are you going to react to artists who are not K-pop related on the channel? I actually can't for legal reasons. Copyright issues are a very big thing. GOT7's face, you liked, huh? Tell us more. Oh, Yeah, I have news. Oh, what the heck? There are 373 people here. There was 60 people when we first started. Oh, hello everyone. Um I have something to announce. 17 is my number one favorite boy group of all time. I have never had a second favorite boy group. After 17, kind of like I like all these boy groups. I have boy groups that I like a lot, but there was no ranking. Like with girl groups, I can specifically give you rankings, right? Like my number ones are Gongwon Sunya and Luna, and then down the list it goes like From It's Nine, uh, Dreamcatcher, Red Velvet, like that. But with boy groups, I've never really had any specific rankings. It was 17's number one, and then everyone else is kind of in like the same genre, like ATEEZ, TXT, GOT7, Icon, just like all these boy groups are kind of just in the same level for me. I can tell you now, without a doubt, GOT7 is my second favorite boy group of all time. Like, I think they have been for like a couple months now, but I didn't realize until very recently. I didn't realize until I listened to a GOT7 song I never listened to before, and I recognized all of the members' voices, and I was just thinking like, you know what? With every group, there's always one member I always forget about. You know, like for example, in Big Bang, I always forgot that Seungri existed, and now Seungri doesn't exist. But it's no insult to them, but for some reason, I just in any group, I always forget about one member. You know, I'm like, who's the last member? And it's always somebody, right? For me, in GOT7, that was Yugyeom for a really, really long time. You know, I was like, Shinyoung, JB, Jackson, and like Mark, blah, blah, blah. Yugyeom was the only one I couldn't remember. I was like, he's not special. And this was when I was just like, I casually listened to just GOT7 title tracks. And then I was driving and I was listening to Enough by GOT7. And I was like, oh, Yugyeom's voice. And I was like, how did I ever think that Yugyeom wasn't memorable? You know? It's like, I'm like, you dumbass passed me? Like, how could you not? Hold on. Dendelia, thank you for the super chat. She said, the fact that you made me go through all the Machine Gun Kelly trash songs just to find the one we listened to during one of your live streams. But it's good, right? That one is good. Oh. Another timer. Oh, I hit repeat earlier, not stop. Yeah, but now that now that I'm paying attention, I'm like, oh, Yugyeom is special. Like not just in terms of his voice. I think Yugyeom has a really interesting voice. First of all, I don't know how I thought Yugyeom was not memorable, because Yugyeom has a really, really interesting, like really high kind of like a I don't know how to describe his style of singing. You know what I mean? But like he sings like really, really high, and it's like really thin. It's like it's really unique. And Yugyeom, like visually as a dancer, I think what it is I think I probably got Yugyeom mixed up with Bam Bam a lot back in the day when I was not paying attention. Because if you think about it, Yugyeom and Bam Bam both have beautiful lips. And then they both have long ass legs. They're both tall boys, you know? Like they're very similar in like physicality in that way. I would say and they both have really pretty eyes, like eyes that kind of sparkle. I would say the thing that kind of sets them apart is Bam Bam's eyes are bigger And Bam Bam has like, I feel like more of like a protruding jaw. Bam Bam has like a protruding jaw. Um, and yeah, and I think the also the problem is Yugyeom and Bam Bam both exude a level of expensiveness. Like, guys, you guys have seen Bam Bam at award shows, right? Bam Bam in a turtleneck with a chain and a suit. Like, oh, what is it about Bam Bam that makes him look so fucking fabulous, right? But that's the problem with Yugyeom too. Yugyeom also kind of looks a little bit high class, a little bit elegant. Like he's got very pretty eyes. He dresses kind of like really well, and both of them have like this sort of like this, you know, that flamboyant nature that only comes with being expensive. You know that there's like a sort of like a beautiful femininity to it. You know. And so I think that's why it was always hard to tell the difference between Yugyeom and Bam Bam when I wasn't paying attention. Catherine, thank you for the super chat. Have you heard about Chen's marriage? I have heard about Chen's marriage. I mean, I wish him luck, but also, like, it's none of our business. I mean, we didn't know that he was dating for a reason, you know? And I think the only reason he even told us that they're getting married is because, well, that's kind of really hard to hide, right? But yeah, so yeah, I was. So here's the thing. I listened to you know how GOT7 released that gigantic album at the end of 2018. It had like 40 songs on it. So I remember I did a listening party for it, but I did that listening party, and I never listened to those songs again. And so I had technically listened to Enough by GOT7, but I never really listened to it, you know? And my phone was just on random shuffle, and it played GOT7's Enough, but I didn't know it was GOT7's Enough. It was playing, and I was just like, what is this song, while I'm driving? And it was mind-blowing, and I'm like, oh my god, Enough is amazing, right? That song is so good. So after listening to Enough, I was just on my computer like a week later, and I pulled up YouTube, and I was just playing Enough. I was playing it on repeat, but then I got so into my work, I didn't press replay, so it auto-played into the next video, and it auto-played into GOT7's face. Listen, I love Page by GOT7. I love Page, okay? Page was my favorite GOT7 song. Page was a song that made me go, oh, I've been missing out on GOT7. But Face is next level. Like, I prefer beautiful, pretty love songs over high intense hype songs. Although high intense hype songs are my second favorite. Thank you for the super chat. Will you do an action to answer listening party? I will, but not anytime this week. If you guys refer to the schedule, I'm gonna be following my schedule. So I listened to Face. How do I describe Face by GOT7? My favorite member in GOT7 is Youngja. Face is like when you've been married to your spouse for a really long time. It's been like 20, 30 years. And something happens where you're reminded of why you fell in love with your wife or husband or partner in the first place. And listening to Face, I was like, oh, this is why I fell in love with GOT7's Youngjae. This is it. Youngjae and Face. This is peak Youngjae. This is everything about this is why I fell in love with Youngjae in the first place. God, my God. God, my God. Youngjae makes that song. The whole song is great. Don't get me wrong. Everyone's great. I have a spiky booger. Hold on, sorry. There we go. But yeah. Oh, hold on. But yeah. I love Youngjae. And Face reminded me why I love Youngjae. It's great. I haven't finished eating. I've barely been eating. I gotta eat this. So this is typically my lunch now. I don't eat breakfast. I'm gonna be on like an intermittent fasting diet, and so my breakfast slash lunch consists of a banana, a kind bar, and Greek yogurt, and that'll keep me going until dinner. I hate breakfast. I always forget to eat breakfast. I never eat breakfast. Here's the thing. I don't like breakfast, but I like breakfast food. You know what I mean? You're not thick now, PD. Oh, I'm still thick. Don't get me wrong. I will say, really proud of myself. Like, I haven't been working out regularly. I've just changed up my diet, and I just go out more. And I'm more active. Just through changing up my lifestyle choices in general, I recently checked, and I've dropped down a shirt size. I used to have to wear a 6X. Now I can wear a 5X, and I can also wear a 4X tall. So this one is technically a 5X, but I bought a couple hoodies recently just to risk it. I was like, what's a 4X tall gonna be like? Fits perfect. And drinking less, right? I've quit drinking. I'm not drinking less. I've quit drinking. At least drinking to get drunk and drinking on a regular basis. I think I'm only gonna drink at parties, and it's more gonna be like a glass of wine, like 2 glasses of wine at most, or like 2 beers at most, that kind of thing. Yeah. People don't know this, but eating healthy helps you much more than exercise. Yeah. They always say it's not about working out. I mean, it is, working out is important, but you have to change your diet first. You've quit drinking. I'm so proud. Again, not like quit drinking, but I have quit drinking to get drunk. I've quit getting drunk. I'm no longer gonna get drunk. At most, it's like a beer or two, or a wine or two, and that's it. Who needs exercise when you got salad? Also, I should have my phone on me. me just text somebody. Someone is supposed to come over at 12, which is in 15 minutes. Let me just see if he's still coming. Still coming at 12? Or later? Are you following a specific diet? No. I'm not following a specific diet. I'm just eating healthy. Just making healthy choices. So like once in a while, yeah, I'll have fast food. Once in a while, yeah, I'll have something unhealthy. Because I know that because I'm not trying to go on a diet, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to make a lifestyle change. Because if you go on a diet, it means it's temporary and you're going to just bounce back into a different whatever. But for me, it's to change my mindset of trying to go for a healthier choice. You know? Hold on, my hair looks like a mess. Are you doing a reaction to Mamamoo's Destiny? My reaction to Mamamoo's Destiny is on Patreon. And they did not release a music video for that. So, the only reaction to Mamamoo's Destiny is through Queendom. So it's on Patreon. And we'll stay there. How do you stay motivated? I stay motivated because I think to lose weight, to diet, whatever, it's not about having a healthy mindset about eating or diet or exercise. It's about having a healthy mindset about life. I think it's going to be hard. Is Greek yogurt good? I've never tried it. It's like regular yogurt, honestly. But I think honestly the reason why I've had such trouble losing weight over the past decade is because, well, frankly, if you're sad and you're depressed, you can't stay motivated. You know? You have to love life. You have to want things out of life. And once you're happy with everything else and the only thing standing in your way that you know is just your unhealthiness, then I think it's easier to get healthy. You know what I mean? I would say fix your mind first before you fix your body. Because okay, let me break down like dieting when you're depressed. Let's say you're dieting when you're depressed, blah blah blah, and then you slip up, right? You slip up and you start feeling like, let's say you start feeling good about yourself. Maybe you lost a little weight. Then you slip up and then you get really depressed. And because you slipped up and you hate yourself even more because you already hate yourself. And because you hate yourself even more, you get disappointed in yourself and it perpetuates this unhealthy cycle of like, then you just want to eat more to eat the pain away. And then because you ate the pain away, then you feel even worse and you just start going down this rabbit hole. You know? How to fix your mind? Just do it. I know that sounds crazy. And it's easier said than done. But if you just do it, it just works. I don't know how else to describe it. Like one day, if you focus on it enough, one day it's gonna unlock in your brain. It's gonna be just like a loose little knob in your brain that just like unlocks, and then you can just be better. You can just stop being sad. You know, it's a little bit more nuanced and complex than that. Shia LaBeouf, yeah. Shia LaBeouf. Who's your 80s bias? It is Sun. For me, and everyone's different, but for me, it was a process of lying to myself. You know? You lie to yourself, you tell yourself you're happy, and you keep moving forward. Lie to yourself in a way where you're not just lying to yourself verbally. Pretend you're happy and do the type of actions that happy people would do. Make choices that happy people would do. And keep lying to this is not advice. This is just how I did. And I kept lying to myself and I kept lying to myself. And then one day, your lie becomes reality. Because when you start doing things that a happy person would do, making choices that a happy person would do, after a while, you realize, oh, I'm happy. That's how I got to that point, you know? You speak Spanish? I am from Argentina. I do not speak Spanish. The most I can give you is Me llamo PD. Mi no habla español. Do you think about G-Friend for the next comeback? I think about nobody for their next comeback. Not even 17. I never think about the next comeback. I like to be surprised. Thanks for the straight up wisdom. It's not wisdom. It's just how I did it. Fake it till you make it situation? Yes. But I'm saying fake it. For me, I faked it to the extreme. You know? What languages do you speak? Just Korean and English. PD, happiness is not something you can really fake. Yeah, you can. I'm just talking about act by actions. You know what I mean? Lie to yourself that you're happy. So like just pretend that you're happy. Well, again, this is not advice. Don't pretend that you're happy. I'm not telling you to do that. This is what I did. Pretend that I was happy. I made choices as if I was a happy person, you know? I did things that happy people would do. Why were you depressed? Because I was alive. I'll get to SF9, but I have to finish my list first. Happiness is momentary, joy is long lasting. I think it's the other way around. I think joy is temporary, happiness is long lasting. Or, yeah, I think joy is a momentary feeling, whereas happiness is a state of being. You know? PD sounds like ASMR. Sorry for putting you to sleep. PD, alligator or follow? Follow, hands down. Follow is way more my style. Hi, Carrie. Do you have a Spotify? If you make playlists, I would check them out for sure. I have Apple Music. Do you watch Korean Englishmen? I do not.
카톡 왔어. 카톡
Hi,
왔어.
Queen. Hi, Sujata. PD, you need to check out Dream Note. Did they have their comeback? Any tips for studying Korean? I would say watch variety shows. Sorry, that's my Kakao notification. Sorry. Have you watched Parasite? I did watch Parasite. Dude, I fucking called it. Parasite got nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. It's up for Best International and Best Picture. Fuck yeah. Pewdie, you hyped for Birds of Prey? Absolutely not. I'm gonna say this. I thought Margot Robbie was one of the best casting choices for Harley Quinn, but I hate her in the role now. I hear like Margot Robbie is like way too. She's being like it's like almost like Margot Robbie's project now. You know what I mean? And like, can you imagine if they were making an Avengers movie and Robert Downey Jr. was like in charge of like the creative process, and it's like no. Like obviously actors who both produce and act in the movie, that's one thing, but like I think it's like kind of really cocky and conceited to star in a DC movie and then also want creative control. Like, I don't know, that bothers me. Like, the problem with the DC universe already is that the universe has no cohesion, and just like, I don't know. Are you hyped for Luna's comeback? Of course. Hey, Jose. What's up? I'm glad you enjoyed the Luna interview. Chen is pregnant. OMG, congrats. Hi, Lady K. Hello. Would you ever participate in Running Man if you got asked? I'm not remotely in enough shape to go on Running Man. PD, the Luna deep dive was fantastic. Very proud of you. Thank you. All right, guys. My friend's here, so I'm actually going to have to end the stream. I'll see you guys later.